That's really a wonderful introduction and making me blush a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and namaste. It's wonderful to be back in Nepal again, to see so many of my Nepalese family and all of your friendly faces. Before we get the panel started today, I would like to invite my three guests up to the stage. They will be doing presentations, but I will do a little overview. So I would like to invite Venerable Burin Thitakusalo, the Vidyadhara Acharya Mahayogi Sridhar Rana Rinpoche, and Mr. L.P. Banu Sharma to the stage. So anyone who knows me knows that I could talk about and listen to discussions on spirituality and its impact on our lives and in our world for days and weeks on end. Spirituality, as Anish mentioned to you, is a topic that is very close to my heart, as I have been on my own personal spiritual journey over the past 20 years. And so I'm especially excited about this session on spiritual tourism in the Himalayas. In 2014, the UNWTO estimated that approximately 330 million tourists visit the world's key religious sites annually, with over $100 billion of revenue generated each year. While updated data is not yet available, a simple Google search on spiritual tourism yields 74 million results, indicating the continual rise in interest for this type of travel. However, there is very little consensus out there on the definition of spiritual tourism. There's often an overlap with religious or faith-based tourism, pilgrimages, yoga, wellness tourism, and even cultural tourism. One definition that distinguishes between religious tourism and spiritual tourism is as follows. Religious tourism focuses on the visiting of religious sites, monuments, or destinations with the primary aim of engaging with or intensifying a specific faith. Spiritual tourism, on the other hand, aims to explore the elements of life which lie beyond the self and contribute to body-mind-spirit balance. These may or may not have an affiliation to religion. Perhaps through our discussion today, we may get a step closer to a clearer definition of what spiritual tourism is. For me, I feel it is more in alignment with the growing movement of transformational tourism, as Nori mentioned earlier, which is defined as any travel experience that empowers people to make meaningful, lasting changes in their life. Every one of us in this room knows how personally impactful travel is. It has the power to transform us, our lives, and the people around us, no matter where we go or how long we go for. The connection between the motivations and outcomes for traveling and those for seeking a spiritual path are closely aligned. Tourism and travel in itself could essentially be considered spiritual, providing opportunities for spiritually transformative experiences to all those who embark on a journey. The need and opportunity for this niche of tourism is clear. It's no secret that we live in a 24/7 connected world where access to information is available to us at our fingertips, and we're constantly bombarded with messages everywhere we turn. Over the past few years, many studies, as Nori mentioned earlier, have indicated that while we are connected to more people than ever before in our lives, our addiction to our smartphones and social media is increasing our chances of depression, anxiety, loneliness, and other mental health issues. In 2010, the World Health Organization predicted that depression would be the second leading cause of disease by 2020. By 2017, 3 years ahead of this time, depression became the leading cause of ill health and disability, with more than 300 million people worldwide being diagnosed with depression. People around the world are craving to find meaning, joy, happiness, love, and compassion. And, as Nori mentioned earlier, to overcome perm anxiety. That term in itself makes me anxious, actually. Increasingly, people are using travel as a way to achieve this, whether it is to go on a pilgrimage, climb a mountain, retreat to a meditation, or go to the beach. Tourism has always been one of the most powerful tools to engage and interact with other cultures, races, and religions. It can be used to help break down barriers and stereotypes, and in turn further tolerance and understanding contributing to world peace. Spirituality, in its essence, is about finding inner peace. And when we can achieve a critical mass of individuals globally who have found inner peace, world peace can be achieved. When we have inner peace, we are more open to living from a place of love and compassion and having a greater understanding, tolerance, and acceptance of each other, regardless of race, creed, or religion. I can't think of a better way to practice this way of living than through traveling and sharing our collective experiences with each other. My own personal experience with meditation practice for over 20 years has impacted and transformed my own life, my relationships, and the people around me. Through my own spiritual journey, travel has become a very sacred and spiritual practice as well. Just last year, after the Himalaya Travel Mart, I had the opportunity to visit Lumpini and had the most beautiful experience as I sat meditating under the Bodhi tree, surrounded by monks from around the world. As an industry, we have an opportunity and a responsibility to impact the world on a far deeper level than we have previously done. It is an opportunity to promote compassion, love, joy, and peace. So with that, I would like to introduce our first speaker, who will share with us his insights on just how the act of participating in spiritual tourism can lead to world peace. Venerable Burin Thitakusalo is the executive director of the MIddleway Meditation Institute, a New York-based global nonprofit organization that focuses on the promotion of inner peace education as a means to attaining world peace. Ordained as a Buddhist monk in Thailand since 2000, his quest is to bridge Eastern wisdom and Western science to serve humanity. Through his World Peace Through Inner Peace project, he has touched people from all walks of life. 2 of these events even resulted in Guinness World Records. You may not know this about Venerable Burin, but as a child, his lifelong dream was to work for CNN and to travel the world to report on stories from all corners of our planet. As a result, he studied mass communications to pursue that dream. While his life path shifted, he still managed to achieve his goal of traveling globally. But now, instead of reporting on bad news every day, his message is much more positive and hopeful as he teaches thousands of meditators from 30 countries on 6 continents. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Venerable Burin.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Are you happy? I always ask that question when I travel because many times people forget. They keep doing things without asking very important question. Are we happy today? And we are doing things that make us happier, or we are doing things make us less happy. So I would like to remind you, are you happy? Yes. This is my topic, Buddha teaching, sublime attraction to spiritual tourism in the Himalayas. But I would like to thank Nepal, especially Sunil, who in some way we must have karma from previous life that we connect, and for some reason I have a karma. You know the term karma? Yeah, now it's an English term already. I have a karma with Nepal because I'm a Theravada Buddhist monk from Thailand, but I live in New York City. Why promoting Nepal tourism? I'm not joking. Really. Just I fly from New York through Dubai, right? And come to Kathmandu. And at the airport, one Sri Lankan guy works in Dubai, look like wealthy, make good money. He come and then he asks me, because Sri Lankan, one of the top 5 visitors to Nepal. Come, oh, are you monk? Yes, I'm a Buddhist monk from Thailand. Oh, I would like to visit the Buddha main spot. Yeah, where I can go? And for some reason, I didn't visit to India yet. I come to Nepal first. Because most of my work is non-Buddhist country, most of my work. So I visit Nepal recently in Lumpini. So I'm your promoter. I tell the guy my first-hand experience sat at the Mayatevi temple, how it deeply transformed my meditation. Even I meditate 20 years, but that spot had special power. So I convinced him, and your future customer wants something different. He told me, oh, Venerable, I don't want to go rough pilgrimage trip. I want 5-star. Spirituality and business is coming. Because he has money, he don't want to do that rough 6 hours in the bus, so he wants something different. And you need to think about it. This real customer asks, and then, okay, you Google, I think there's many spots. There are 5-star hotel, there are people you can connect. So I think I'm your ambassador, Nepal. Apart from that, today I would like to kind of spark the idea. I'm not here today to give you an answer. I give you a question. Because right now, it's coming strong. The great Stephen Covey, if you know him, he wrote 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Dr. Stephen Covey, he originally Mormon. He's not Buddhist, but he have a great respect for the Buddha. He talked about the MIddleway in his book, The 8 Habits. This is what he predicted before he died, and it's happening right now. He said civilization will move on, hunting to agriculture. From agriculture, move to industrial, then IT. You know what's next? He said, after IT, the biggest business is wisdom. That's what Dr. Covey mentioned. And he's not joking. He has statistics. He's Harvard business professor. So wisdom will become a very big business in the very near future. And that wisdom and spirituality is quite connected. So today, I would like to spark a kind of ideas and conversation on this, that how spirituality and business will cross for the benefit of humanity. If you make spirituality to commercialize, they will not buy it. You get the point? So there's some thin line that how you can make a great spiritual experience and make it a good business model. I would like to show you something. Maybe summary, no? Some might be new. Mindfulness and meditation are becoming a multi-billion-dollar business. You can check on your phone. This is from my iPhone. Now there's an application that you can download. I would like to talk just one. Calm. Headspace more Buddhist style, but Calm more like a general peace style. But it's now big. Very, very big. This February, just 5 months ago, Calm say it had raised 88 million US and value its business at $1 billion US. And Calm become the first mental health unicorn. The first company reached 1 billion value. Listen from himself, the CEO.
I think one of the most interesting things to me in looking at this news today is the fact that you're already turning a profit. Talk to us about the business model
He
and
look like
how
just wake up.
you expect that to grow.
Maybe
Yeah,
work
it's a
very
pretty
hard for the
extraordinary
world.
business. We quadrupled revenue last year, and we are profitable. So that's pretty unusual. And it's just an amazing business, great margins, and people genuinely love the content we create. It changes lives. It helps people fall asleep. It helps people get balance and perspective by learning meditation. And so we have about 40 million downloads at the moment, but that's barely 1% of the smartphones in the world. So we think there's huge upside to continue growing.
Michael, what are the drivers of your business? I mean, crazy headlines, perhaps? Brexit? Political turmoil? What causes people, beyond the installed base of smartphone users, which I guess is a necessity for you, what causes people to download and engage with this over time?
Yes, so in the early days, I think people thought we were a bit crazy. Mindfulness and meditation felt like a bit of a niche. Would people really pay for it? But my goodness, the world needs this. The world is not getting any less stressed. We lead these always-on, accelerated lives, screens everywhere. So the ability for people to learn how to understand their own mind, to get a bit of balance and perspective, to sleep better, is really valuable. So many people, well over 1 million now, pay our $70 a year subscription, and that's growing very rapidly. The biggest drivers for us, though, is whenever we launch new premium content. So we launched a sleep story the other day with Matthew McConaughey, which has been very well received. We've had over 100 million listens of our sleep stories now, and like Spotify, we believe in audio. We think this is a very rapidly growing area. So we're going to be adding more talent to the app and more content over the next few months.
Long-term plans for the company? Would you like to see it go public? Acquisition? Something else?
Yeah, so again, we think this can be a multi-billion-dollar business, and who knows what the future holds, but an IPO in the future could well be on the cards.
You saw that? It's happening right now. That wisdom, peace, clarity, compassion is a rapturous thing now. And we need to find a way how we can offer to the people. Yeah, I actually try to create the apps that don't need to buy with the same quality. Try to democratize wisdom in the way that how the people can learn also if they don't have the money. Yeah. We already see the success, and it's just infant state. It's coming more and more. And I will show you how wisdom and meditation thing will affect not just tourism, but everything that COVID said is coming. So I have a question for you. The online spiritual experiences is already have the success model from this app. But who will be the first to create a success for offline, not online, offline spiritual experiences offered by spiritual tourism? You have answer? Who? Which country will lead the world on this thing? Okay, Nepal? Yes, Buddha was born here, right? Yeah, but you're not alone. India promoting, Modi now promoting also, Thailand too, right? So not feel like, oh, Buddha born here and everything will, no. It's competitive. The other day I met with one Rinpoche, he said, be careful. Try to put Nepal like app. They will say, Buddha born here, but he become Buddha in India, not in Nepal. You get the idea? So it's a bit delicate stuff. How you gonna put it out there in the way that embrace everyone and not like kind of segment group challenging. So I have a question for you. Which country with company that will specialize in spiritual tourism and make it the best experience ever for anyone who turn more spiritual? Another big question, how can we maintain a good balance between spirituality and business? This is very key. You want degree off, people don't buy it. You want less, oh, it's too rough. You need to find the middle way. between these spiritualities and business. If we can answer all these questions, wow, we need this wealth. We can make a good amount of wealth through spirituality while making our world a better place to live. That's the world we want. Money alone will not fix it. We see what's happening right now. Okay, so that's the intro. Are you excited? Yes. Okay. I'm not kind of traditional monk. I'm from New York, so I hope you understand. But I get to the key thing that if you're gonna market this, you should understand the product. Steve Jobs said he's the ultimate customer. He used it, he tried it, and he tried to get what is the next thing the customer will want. So to get into this, you should learn meditation. And today, I will guide you at the end, some 5 minutes, first-hand experience how the meditation thing works. Why Buddha teaching are so attractive in the modern day? Why? 3 things that make it so popular. I refer this from Pali Canon. It's profound, but I try to make it simple for you. Number 1 is timeless. In Pali, the language in the Buddha time said akaliko. What it means? It works. It worked 1,000 years ago. It works right now in the bank. It works right now in the family. It's timeless. The second one, universal and scientific. In Pali, we call ehipassiko. It means inviting inspection. You know, some belief system cannot ask too much. It's wrong. But Buddha, let's ask. And he said, oh, I can only show you the way. You must walk by yourself. He said, this is the truth. Okay, let's take a look. So it's very attractive in the way that the modern mind, the scientific mind will connect right away. I want to prove it. And the last one, self-evidence. You don't need anyone to prove it for you. You can prove it by yourself. We call santitiko, to be seen by oneself. Would like to share this real experience. I want to share a real experience. Just one. We don't have much time. Universal and scientific. This is very interesting. Ehipassiko, inviting inspection. This is my definition. Buddhism is a universal knowledge which everyone could learn from, believer, non-believer, or even atheist. Anyone know this place? Cambridge. Oh, why go Cambridge? Okay, I jump now. This is Trinity College. The college win Nobel Prize the most in the world. And I found what? I asked the guard there, what is this? Oh, it's apple tree of Isaac Newton. I said, oh, are you joking? Isaac Newton died a long time ago. And then he tried to educate me. Oh, Venerable, you know, Isaac Newton studied at this college, Trinity College, and he became professor. And one day, he tried to come up with some explanation how things work. He go back to his residence, not college, lay down under the apple tree, the apple fall. They get the seed from that mother tree to plant in front of the college to remember Isaac Newton. Yeah. You know, when I listen to that, I think of Buddha. We plant the Bodhi tree. Yeah, we get the seed, the plant from the original tree, and we plant somewhere else to remember the Buddha. So I found one thing striking, that why Buddha teaching can contribute. Buddha himself, he don't want to compete with anyone. He come to offer the truth. And take a look. No competition in his mind at all, just love. Isaac Newton discovered the law of gravity, the founding law of all physical law, under the apple tree. It's universal. You can test this. If you go on the high building, you Buddhist, you jump, it go down. You are Christian, you jump, you come down. You are atheist, I don't believe in Isaac Newton. You jump, you come down. You get the idea? And this is the beauty of Buddha teaching. Just a different tree. You will not find this in any book. It's just my idea. He said not apple tree, it's Bodhi tree. Yeah, he sat under another tree called Bodhi tree. He found what? He found the law of karma, which is Sanskrit. In Pali, we use the term karma, K-A-M-M-A. It's the law of action, the founding law of spiritual law. What is that? It's so common. Do good, good come to you. Do bad, bad come to you. If we are not happy, maybe something not quite right in this formula. And it's universal. I teach many Catholic friends, you reap what you sow, right? And Buddha summarized it in 3 points. You want happy life? Avoid bad, do good, and purify the mind. Why Buddhism play a very critical role? Because the third line, purify the mind, is not clearly explained in our belief system. Some belief system a little bit, some a little bit more, but Buddha very clearly has 10 books, Abhidhamma, talk about different stages of the mind. You saw the movie Inside Out, the cartoon? Yeah, they show this is happy state, this is unhappy. Actually, it's Abhidhamma, but they make Hollywood movie about it. Let's listen from this interesting BBC commentator.
Meditation is used to bring about a tangible outcome, either in the understanding of the world or in our ability to deal with it and with the suffering we see all around and feel within us.
One thing that struck me is that whatever the regional variations of Buddhism, issues of suffering are right at the core of the philosophy. Now, that is really interesting because in general, over the last 2,500 years, cultures of the East have actually been very unabashed about suffering. They don't mind putting it centre stage. Whereas in the West, these are issues that we can sometimes try to brush under the carpet. In the modern age, for instance, we've been accused of trying to cheat death itself. But just look at that statue. There's the Buddha promising to deal with all the suffering in the world. So it does make you wonder what future Buddhism has as a global belief system. What's going to happen when ideas of the East, which put suffering to the fore, start to take root in the West?
Interesting. Yeah, and we have so many suffering right now in the world. So I would like to share this part and then we're going to have some meditation together. This is my first-hand experience how people in the world receiving this quite well. Every Sunday, this is in Manhattan, New York, hundreds of American people who stress out, who bad relationship, they come seek for help. So just last Sunday, I went to teach about wisdom. In Buddhism, what Buddha teach that don't worry, you are Christian, you are Jewish, it doesn't matter. You can learn. And they are excited, this is your customer. Because they learn a little bit. Imagine if they come to Lumpini, meditate there. And if we can develop many temples there as a good retreat center, they will have life's transformative moment. And when they go back home, they cannot stop talking. Oh, you must go, you must go. And it's not only one center, many centers right now happening. They learn every Sunday, not as a religion, but as a wisdom, the teaching to solve my pain and suffering. And they ask many difficult questions, like something happened at home, even some, can Buddha fix inequality? Many interesting points. After the class, they not go back, they line up. They want to ask their problem with the monk. Give me some wisdom, I need to fix this in my company. give me some wisdom. I have very bad relationship with my daughter right now. Suffering is everywhere, and they need answer. Sometimes they cannot find it through traditional practice. They look for something else. And we should offer, not compete, just offer what is available. I would like to move it a little bit further because it's linked with the next topic also, sustainability. I have a great opportunity to work with this amazing guy, Professor Jeffrey Sachs. He's a director of the Center of Sustainable Development at Columbia University. He is a special advisor to UN Secretary General since Kofi Annan. He pioneered this thing. 17 SDG. I think the Prime Minister mentioned also yesterday about no poverty, zero hunger, inequality. The collection of the most suffering in the world. In one chart, Bill Gates referred to this also with his work. What is the great opportunity? Jeffrey Sachs, he studied widely. He just gave a comment about US and China on CNN and it's give big wave in America right now. How you react wisely to maintain a good prosperity for the long term. He said his hero, only two persons, Aristotle and Buddha. Yeah, he studied widely. He picked just two, Aristotle, science, right? And Buddha, wisdom. So, he curious now. He invite me to UN, to the World Happiness Day. Every year now they announce which country is the happiest countries in the world. And they have an indicator. And if Prime Minister right yesterday, prosperity and happy Nepal, right? So you see, I'm quite alone. Just among already, and the rest is scholar from Oxford, from Harvard, ambassador from different countries who are interested in this. In Dubai right now, they have Ministry of Happiness and Well-being. And they are Muslim, but they seek meditation from Buddhism now as some tool to help. So now we work together. He curious how Buddha teaching can give some wisdom to fix 17 SDG. Buddha had an answer for climate change or not. Buddha had an answer for inequality in the world or not. Not the Buddhism version we heard in Ivy League before. It used to be just relax, check the brain, or academic, historical Buddha. But this is Buddhism as the wisdom for the world. So now I pioneer this. It used to be inner peace education. Now it's the MIddleway education that offered to Jeffrey Sachs. Actually, it's Sila Samadhi Panya, but I use a simple term. You want happy life, discipline, meditation, wisdom for happiness and well-being. Okay, I'm almost there. Next year, visit Nepal 2020, right? And you have a goal of 2 million, correct? The plan. To move from 1 million a little bit to 2 million in 1 year. If you do a regular thing, it cannot. You need to do something special. And this travel mart, I think is one of the key factor, historical one. You need a good hardware. I don't want to go into detail. You need a good software. And you need a good service. I want to point out software. Software advantage of Nepal. Lumpini. Yeah, I come to Nepal because of Lumpini. And that is attraction. The second one, many great Buddhist teachers here in Kathmandu, in the mountain, in Lumpini also. The happiest man in the world named Matthew Ricard in Nepal, right? So you have many great teachers here. And Venerable Burin will share more also for the knowledge here. And spiritual beauty of Himalayas. Nature and spirituality is one. Yeah, when you expose yourself into the beautiful nature, your spirit back to the beauty state of the nature. And you can plan. This is top 5. India, China, USA, Sri Lanka, and UK. You know, one thing, they all stress. Any country, communism, democracy. I went to Shanghai. Yeah, Buddhism is taboo there. But they developed so fast and they're so stressed. They flew to Thailand. Many businessmen in China come seek for inner peace. And I was invited. I hope no Chinese officer here. I go there. I said, this is dangerous or not? No. We in the company. We don't do in the public. Many teachers now from Tibet. So I was invited to China. And, you know, they have big money right now. And those people want inner peace so much. Yeah, this is a great opportunity. The last thing before I will guide you meditation. It happened that something that COVID talk about wisdom gonna be main tool in business, in politics. It was one example in the Philippines, and I will offer to you both government sector and private sector. Let's think about this, that we would like to use this to move next year to 2 million or not. Because it needs investment, it needs attention of everyone. This event called Light of Peace. We use Buddha teaching and we connect to our religion. We respect all. And then come and meditate together. This is the size of 4 football stadium, around the size of Tudikal. Yeah. And you see that this is Guinness World Record, the largest flaming image in the world. 1.1 person. You can imagine. It's international event. Yeah, I get a letter from the president of the Philippines. Thank you so much. Wow, you boost tourism, you boost business here. Let's view this video and we meditate.
The Light of Peace in the Philippines, 2014. As the sun set, a long-awaited moment began when over 10,000 volunteers together lit a total of 56,680 candles, amazingly brightening the dark venue at the Savannah City in an attempt to set a new Guinness World Record to celebrate world peace through inner peace. The viewers of Choose Philippines, together with the participants at the venue, were amazed to see an aerial picture of the largest flaming image using candles, with the complete image depicting the giant Light of Peace logo and motto, World Peace Through Inner Peace, and the Philippines map.
I believe that Philippines will be the role model for the world, and I wish that one day Vietnam will be able to do the same, and I wish that from the bottom of my heart.
I want to learn how to organize that because I want to have light of peace in my country, to make people be more united. And now I learned how it is, and I understand that it's a lot of job and it requires a lot of really dedicated people who do that, people who can be united. I'm very thankful to everyone. We want to show to everyone that Estonia can do this, and we have a motto that's Light of Peace in Estonia, Eesti saab hakkama. It means Estonia can do it in Estonian language.
I am so happy that I lived long enough in my lifetime to experience such a great event as this. This is one of the greatest events of my entire life. To see world peace start here in Iloilo, and from here it will go throughout the rest of the world. World peace is possible. World peace is imminent. And all we have to do is have inner peace to have world peace. Tonight there were Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Catholics, just every religion here represented, and no conflict, no war, no anger, No hatred, no resentment, only peace, only love, only acceptance. This is the way that we are supposed to live.
Okay, please keep a big hand for world peace. So, I have this to you, that it's possible or not to have light of peace in Nepal. And this is the land of the Buddha. Do you want to break record from Philippines? You think you can do? Yes. Okay, give a big hand. Okay. I would like to close my presentation now with offering you the product, that you experience it by yourself. Anyone meditate before? Can you raise your hand? Any kinds of meditation? Oh, quite a number. Okay, you can be a good seller. You understand? What I will offer today is called the MIddleway meditation. For sure, it's from the Buddha time. But more than 100 years ago, this monk, named Lung Pu Wat Pak Nam, he meditated very deep and he tried to understand deeply what the MIddleway actually mean, what it mean that night when Prince Siddhartha sat under the Bodhi tree. And he found out that become very scientific. He said the MIddleway is not outside, it's not just balanced ways of life, it's right in the middle, in your body. He called that center of the body. It linked with anapanasati, breathing. That when breathe in and breathe out, and finally let that breath connect to the MIddleway. It works like this, like a focal point of the lens. Why it's here? You tried before, right? The paper, the lens, and the sun. If it's not focal point, it's warm. But you move to the focal point, it burns. So today I will offer you this practice, and then we can try. Just two basic things. Relaxation, not take it serious. This is relaxing time. And mindfulness. Okay. I just have one analogy and guide you right away. Imagine your mind like a glass of water. Yeah, imagine. When you were young, the glass is clear. When you blink the flower, you can touch happiness quite easy. But once you grow older, go to school, compete in business, fighting, you start to collect many colors in the glass. Red one when you get angry. Blue one when someone make you cry. Green one when you don't like politician or someone that you not appreciate. You bring the same flower. Oh, it becomes more difficult to feel happy. Because it's not about outside alone to be happy. Inside, very important. So we'll guide you in this simple meditation, just 3 steps. Relax your body. If you hold anything, put on the side, relax. The second one, keep your awareness with the breath at the center of the body. If you're not familiar, it's okay, I will guide you. And number 3, do nothing. Put the glass down and don't touch it. Let everything sink down to the bottom. You understand it? Okay, so if you are first time, it's okay. Just relax your body and close your eyes gently. Let's have inner peace time together. From this moment, let's experience this spiritual journey inside us. The journey to peace, the journey to love, compassion that you really needed, your family too, and the country and the world. Take it easy. Close your eye in a soft and gentle way. Release all the stress from your body. Allow yourself to be calm, peaceful, and gentle. No rush, no force. Just surrender to peace, to kindness. And then take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out, slowly and gently. In and out. In and out. When you breathe in peace and joy. When you breathe out all concern, worry, tension. In and out. In and out. With the deep breathing, you can feel the turning point inside your stomach. Keep your awareness gently, softly at the center. Be aware of the breath and let everything sink down to the bottom. Calm, peaceful, and gentle. Maintain your good feeling. Maintain your nice feeling with inner peace in silence for a moment. Putthanuภาเวนะ Sappa Dhammanuภาเวนะ Sappa Saṅkhanuภาเวนะ Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. You can slowly and gently open your eye. Still remain calm and peaceful inside yourself. Okay, and open your eyes. How was it? Good? Yes. I'm so happy. Thank you very much for the time. Please continue. This is a shower for your mind. Shower your body, shower your mind, change the world. Thank you.